going for a ride in the Roadster here. 32 Ford.
Yep, 32 Ford Roadster. It's got a little 52 Ford flathead V8 in it. Ford 60, three-ground crank, powered cam, aluminum Offenhauser heads, aluminum 2-deuce intake, twin Stromberg carburetors, headers. Got a Chevrolet 5-speed transmission in it, Ford 9-inch rear end, complete Fat Man front end under it. Got rear disc conversion on the Ford 9-inch. Everything on the running gear is brand new. Within last year, so it doesn't have hardly any miles on it. I'm not sure exactly how many miles, but body's all steel, no fiberglass on it. Got a Carson top on it now, just put on it last year. That's good. It's kind of a vintage type hot rod. It's not a fast car by today's standards with a little flathead in it and things, but it runs good. It's fun to drive. Records, but it's fun. The top, I prefer it with the top off. You can take the top off of it in about 5 minutes. Just a couple set screws, a couple bolts in the back, you can set it right off.
Dependable and reliable, that's what you need.
Yep.
Cruising.
For an old guy that's probably a little bit overweight like me, it's more fun to get in and out of without the top on it. Gauges in it, got an electronic GPS speedometer in it, so forth. Doesn't have a heater, or air conditioner, or stereo, but it's got some nice sounding pipes you can listen to. It's just kind of like a nostalgic ride back in time, except you have a good ride on the suspension now.
Right.
When Dave first bought this, it had the original suspension under it, front and back. And it was a challenge to keep between the ditches and on the road. But Dave's kind of like me. He's getting to the age where he now thinks he wants roll-up windows and heating and air conditioning and a stereo. And his wife says yes, he needs all those things, and she's going with him. So that's the reason he wants to sell the Roadster. Going down this dirt road here, I'll try and hit a couple of these quads here from the grader. It rides and drives like a new car. It doesn't have power steering, but it doesn't have enough weight that it needs it. See that hunk of wood right there? We'll run over that. Not bad.
Smooth. Not bad at all.
Starts right up, doesn't run hot. It's got a brand new aluminum radiator in it. We just put that in about a month ago. Everything is new on the engine, new water pumps, so forth, as well as the engine rebuild. Got a lot of new Speedway parts on it, on the suspension on the back end. It's got a ladder bar suspension on the back with adjustable coilover shocks on it. It's got all new tires, new wheels. You name it, the car's got new stuff. But the only thing it ain't new is the body and the frame rails. They're vintage and they're steel.
Made to drive.
Yep. It's a cruiser. I don't know if I want to go on a long trip in it or not. Once you get in it, it's not cramped or anything. It's a little bit of a challenge for me getting in, clearing that Carson top. But once I'm in it, it's comfortable. Wouldn't want to be in a rainstorm in it. But this ain't the kind of car you drive out in weather like that either.
Correct.
This is a car you take out on Saturday night with your best girl. Do a little cruising.
It'll do that for sure.
And she can't sit very far away from you. In fact, you're getting a little close. Takes me back to my high school days when half the kids still had flathead V8s. Right there, just putting down the street, we're running 60 pounds of oil pressure, and we've only got up to like 130 degrees so far. A cool day like this. It's got thermostatic controlled electric fan on it, so when we get up to about 160 or so, I think is what we got it set at, the fan kicks on. That 5-speed sure beats that old 3-speed fight that we're grinding.
Access road gives the suspension a workout.
Yeah, it rides and steers and things about as, not as nice as a new Cadillac or Mercedes, but it rides right up there with some of the best of them.
Well, thanks, Gene.
It's got a new alternator on it that looks like an old generator, but it's an alternator. And we're running 14 volts right now. Here idling, we're running about 38 pounds of oil pressure warmed up. And it does have a spin-on oil filter adapter on it and a remote mount filter, so it doesn't flutter up the hood. It's back under the car. It's a nice car. It really is. You know, they wouldn't be getting rid of it if it had roll-up windows and heating and air. I can do the heating and air, but I can't do the roll-up windows.
Why don't you punch the gas here for us here?